Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to the Sunset Safari, where we are coming to you from a lovely, dry and sunny Amakhala Game Reserve down in the Eastern Cape province. And we've got these ostriches that are now dust bathing because it's warmed up so nicely. My name is Ralph Kirsten. On the camera I've got Morgan. Yes indeed, he's my trusty wingman. And back to our stars here. Now, it's been so wet over the last few days that I'm sure that these ostriches have been miserable. So you can see them now enjoying the heat, enjoying the sun, and it's probably a lot more comfortable for them as it is for us. It does actually, in fact, look like two males, but you'll see there they'll probably start just grabbing at the soil and bring it in towards their feathers, their wings, and then throw it up over them. I had to stop a little bit away because I could see they were getting a little bit nervous of us getting closer to them. Well, we've managed to catch up with the breeding herd, and the little baby that I think was born about 4 months ago. I was here the day that it was born, and look at that. It still hasn't quite got control of that little trunk. And a moment ago he was trying to put a big branch on top of his head, but it didn't quite work out. You can see how it's a little bit out of control, but wonderful to see that he's doing well. And the one behind it just clearing the dust and sand off whatever that bit of vegetation is that it's busy eating. Quite a bit of succulent plants here in this open area as they all file past in the lovely sun. I can smell them now too. And off in the distance I can hear a jackal buzzard calling. And once that baby disappears behind the thickets there, we'll go from the smallest member of the herd to the biggest in Zika. No, he's Koli, the big boy with the big tusks. He's the dominant bull. It's called Koli because he's got a caul or a notch out of his ear on his right side, but you'll see it on the left, which is just now hidden behind his massive head.
These warthogs are surprisingly relaxed. In fact, when we saw them, I was going to bet Lloyd that they weren't going to stay. But then he wasn't paying attention for a few seconds, so I just stopped and I was like, let's take a bet. And then I thought he wasn't paying attention. But then once they stayed, he was like, what do you want to bet on? Nothing. I don't want to bet on anything. These warthogs totally chilled. Now, you know, so see, even Jarrett, our director, was convinced as well. But hey, if a green-winged petilia could stay on camera for longer than a few seconds, then anything is possible, really. We have about 4. I can only see 3 now, but there's, oh no, yeah, we've got about 4. Now, one of the kind of common themes, I suppose, when thinking about Madikwe is that how so many of the animals are red because of the sand. Dust bathing and carrying all this, the dust even just in the atmosphere, settling on them. And this morning, well, over the last few days actually, we've seen so many really, really red warthogs. And you can see that these are quite dark brown.
Oh, look at this. He has just decided he was grooming himself and getting ready for the evening, starting to prep himself for the ladies. And he decided to come south, closer to the road, and lie in this nice open clearing for us. How beautiful is this male lion? He is just so stunning. great body condition, still looking very fit, and you know, a couple of scars, but you must remember this male is about 10 years old. So you can imagine he's been through a lot of things here in the wild. Protecting his cubs, protecting his pride, protecting his territory. And now he's got his head up and oh, a little bit of a scratch on the nose. Can imagine he starts roaring for us now. Maybe he's thinking to himself, nah, not now, just wait. Oh, wait, hold on, maybe he's going to. Well, he listened to me. I was saying, well, maybe he's going to roar. Isn't that amazing? So what he's doing now, he's listening. You can see ears pointed forward, moving his head from side to side. So clearly maybe he's looking around for the pride. So of course if the pride does hear him, maybe that female might contact him back and start calling as well.
We are way up in the north here, just south of Impala Clearings, Impala Plains rather, in the hopes of coming across perhaps something like a leopard. There was a report in the rocky koppies nearby of a leopard seen very briefly this morning, and there was a sighting in the same place yesterday. So perhaps there's one about, maybe even feeding on something. But in the absence of leopards, the ever-present Pridelands elephants are saving the day. This chap has chipped a big piece off of his left tusk there. He's kind of ground it all flat and smooth, but yeah, ultimately that will never grow back. Though the tusk will continue to grow from the base, it gets longer, it'll never sort of replace the damaged piece. He's also got a very nice notch in that left tusk, so he favors that one when it comes to feeding. You might say this guy is left-handed. In a couple of short minutes, we'll be wrapping up the show for the afternoon. We hope all of you at home have enjoyed another stunning sunset safari across the various wild earth locations. And from all the various cam-ops, all the people behind the scenes, the various naturalists, and what a pleasure it's been. Thanks for taking the time to listen to our chatter and have a look at a couple of our sightings. And once again, the show will be kicking off again tomorrow morning. So please feel free to hop on board with the Sunrise Safari tomorrow morning once again. But more specifically from BK and myself, thank you very, very much. What a pleasure it's been. Good night, all the best, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.